travelers. Needless to say, as you can tell by the the increased time here on the clock, I've been playing this for a little while after I finished the game. Sorry for my voice. I was sick for a while, and my voice is more or less back. Not entirely, but it's much better than it has been previously. So, anyway, we're back here. As I'll show you now, we got a full inventory. We got additional tools, some of which are helpful and some of which are kind of one-hit wonders. But if anybody curious, so aside from the base set of tools, you can also unlock. There's, I guess, the most helpful ones. I mean, you get a top, which you can. It's kind of vague because it says, oh, you can use this in areas where there's like cracked walls or flooring, and it does help you access new areas. But I personally believe that those cracked bits of wall and such are a little bit harder to they're just kind of hard to find and sometimes not as clear as other like secrets in the game, which I guess is the point. You get a remote down here, which in addition to changing the channel and TV in your, I can only assume is your home, that we unlock after the final Manticore boss fight. You can also use this to there's like little and like antenna, like remote stations. I wasn't sure what they were. I thought they were just set dressing in the past, but you can use the remote to interact with those, and they'll change things in the environment or help like bring the block platform, being the the blocks that disappear and come back. Those platforming sections, it'll help bring those back. The bouncy ball's probably one of my two least favorite items. It helps in like 2 or 3 areas where you throw it, and you can normally throw it and it'll just take out objects and bounce around randomly, but you have to specifically use it to get to some eggs, which involve sections of like these pieces of, I don't know what you call them, flooring walls, where you have to specifically hit them with the ball and they'll disappear, but only temporary. It's a whole thing. And there's the wheel, which is also, this one's great, which you can use to get across spikes or to get through certain areas. And those, I wasn't sure what they were before, but like we saw in the ostrich room, where we like got the ostrich, accidentally killed the ostrich, but there were those like recesses in the floor. You can use those to like power mechanisms throughout the world and just kind of maneuver through certain areas. And then I still don't know if there's a secret to this or not, but I got the UV light, which I mean is kind of neat. Like, sure, that's, I mean, I guess certain areas there's like hidden messages or paints. I haven't looked around too much with it, but I'll be brutally honest with you. So we have, I'm posting this for the final ending, right? So out of this entire map, I've uncovered almost everything. I'm sure there's still some secrets here and there, but for my main playthrough of the base game of Animal Well, from start to finish and right after the Manticore fight, I will take pride in saying that I never once looked up like a secret, a tutorial, a guide or anything. One way or another, through trial and error, I figured out the base game. So my reward was that when it came to the actual like collectible run through and collection and trying to get these trophies knocked out, I would definitely use guides. So as it turns out, I think after my base playthrough, I had discovered just a little over half of all the eggs, or I think maybe just at half or under, but which isn't too bad. But we've gone through, as you can see, we have all 64 eggs, which lets us into that top room in the top left corner, which gives us this like evil egg. I don't know, I forget what it's called, but basically there's 64 eggs you have to find, but then you get a 65th egg, as you can see, that will allow us, I think, to find the true ending for Animal Well. So I've personally, in my quest to get platinum, I was worried that I would have to do a whole lot more than what I actually have to do. The only trophies that I have left are bubble popping and, well, the true ending, and then sneaking up on a squirrel, which evidently you can only sneak up on that's the one missable trophy. Like, you can only sneak up on that first squirrel. So I feel like that's going to have to be my last trophy that I get, because if I have to start a new game to get that first squirrel, it's unfortunate, because I'm gonna lose all the progress that I made. So I don't know if you can have multiple save files or not. Doubt, but anyway. And then also in terms of items that I picked up or the rewards that I got at the end of my first playthrough that I wasn't sure what they did. The fanny pack increases your firecracker capacities, so instead of having only 3, you can have 6. The stopwatch, if you go to the pause menu here, it'll show you like your in-game time, which also ties into evidently that clock that we found that keeps on making those chimes. That's like the speedrunner's clock. So if you have to reach the clock, like you have to start a new save file, new game, and then you got to reach the clock within a certain amount of time to be able to get certain rewards. And I don't know, it's funny, there's so much hidden to this game, and I think that once I get the true ending and get my platinum trophy, there'll be secrets that I shall not be, I won't put in the extra effort to get them per se. Plenty of other people I think already have, and I think the creators were like, oh, there'll be secrets in here that, for years to come, people will be finding them. But I'm pretty sure everybody found the secrets in the first 3 or 4 days. I mean, people out there, if they can crack, PT and Kojima's naughty little secrets, then yeah, they can probably crack this. But anyway, I looked up a hint as to where to go to get the true ending. So I'm going to go on that path and see if I can just figure out how to trigger it myself. I doubt that I'll be able to, so I'll probably end up having to look up a guide one way or another, but in the case, it involves going back down the path of the Manticore. And again, apologies for my voice. It's really giving dream guests in my podcast, but here we are. But yeah, overall, so I want to express my thoughts once I finish the game. I beat the base game, and I think for many players that's where they'll stop. But since there's a true ending and it's part of the platinum trophy journey, then I thought there'd be no reason for me not to at least make a video of me experiencing the true finale, and then additional comments or whatever I have to speak on the game from there. So I'm not sure where to go, but we'll find out. I mean, I kind of remember, but I also I looked it up, but I didn't look at the map too much, so something tells me it's gonna be, I think it's the first area that we find the Manticore. Yeah, although little secrets, look at that. I don't think it's in there. I think it's gonna be through here. See, my guess for the end of the game was that we would get out of the well, but then I was kind of half right in that it's more oh, the true ending is, no, the true ending is, I think we are gonna get out of the well one way or another, but it's a secret ending you have to unlock. I'm curious how people figured it out though, how all those trophy hunters and collectors always figure this shit out. Okay, so now to find, I vaguely know what I'm looking for. I don't really, oh, it might be one of these rooms. Is it over here? Oh, there's no coming back if I do that. It might be upstairs. Maybe. Mayhaps. Yeah, it's over here. Okay. So all I know is that it should be here. But again, how would you even see the cracked... Does the lantern help you find them? How would you know there's cracked floors over here? Anyway, there's that. Now that I have the wheel, that's the secret Manticore door. And on the map, what does it say on the map? Interesting. Yeah, because so far the well, that's the top of the well, the bottom right there, and that just will lead you back into the main, I don't know what you call it, atrium, for lack of a better term. So that's the top. Now, how do you escape the cyclical nature of the animal well? Oh shit. Hello? wonder which tool. Can I figure this out myself? Which tool is this? Is it the black light? Hmm. Interesting. Oh, you gotta use your whole arsenal of tools for this section. Okay. Apparently, a secret room that I haven't been to here. It's weird because I thought we defeated the Manticore, or at least we released it, it said. But now we're going to its, like, fucking throne room, apparently. So... Whoops. Which way am I going? Not me, already lost again. Oh, there we go. Cool. So the lantern will keep it at bay. Wait, no, it's not here, right? Place the egg. Oh, we summon it. Oh, I see. Okay, so place the... Is it the evil egg or manticore egg or whatever? Damn. Son of Manticore. How do we unlock that? Oh, his laser attack will break through it. Okay. Damn. Well, that worked. Okay, so now I can use the firecrackers to repel him. Use the remote here. And then a bouncy ball here. Cool. And then we play the flute here. Okay, so what does he do? He's entranced. Sure is a pretty moment. I don't want to fuck it up. Oh, do I let him eat us? Exit. Well, we did it. Whoa. Oh, we are the Manticore now. Bro, what? What? Yeah. Hey, big guy. Whoa. Oh. Interesting. That's the secret true ending. So we got absorbed by the Manticore and we escaped the well, but we're in this like weird like purple galaxy purgatory. Okay, sure. How in the world will drop us off? Just lose all my progress. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I got all the collectibles out of the way just in case. Well, pardon my voice again, but well, yeah. As a game overall, and of course you. Thank you. Thanks, Manticore. Blah, 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 blah. Oh God. So wait, are you just stuck like this? Don't tell me that's just kind of that's it. So my only concern is can I go back to the well, or is this just like this is it? This is my life now. Like if I do main menu. Oh, I see. Oh, well, that's good, right? Yeah. Unsafe progress will be lost, and then continue. Cool, but that's the true ending then. Out of the well. So there really is no like true out of the well. Okay, well. Yeah, overall, I mean, I'm always rating games. I never like rating games for some reason. It's always such a difficult task for me. It's just why I don't know. But in terms of my personal enjoyment, I love the experience. I ended up logging in probably, what does PlayStation say? Uh, yeah, almost well over 20 hours, and this is what I ended up putting in it. Yeah, the game is super fun. It takes my back, but it's nice to like go away from big AAA stuff to something that's like indie, passion project, just a well-made, intuitive game. I like the 2D scroller, the art style's cute, pixelated, and all that jazz. The gameplay the mechanics make sense. Puzzles, like solving them, it all makes sense. It was made. It was just made in a very smart. I keep saying intuitive, but it was made in a very smart and intuitive way. It's unconventional. It's like low key horror in some sections. The inventory and the tools that you use are very unconventional from your typical game, like period. The fact that it's like, oh, not really weapons or, you know, classic puzzle things, but oh, a spring, a yo-yo, a bouncy ball. You collect these flames, you have egg collectibles, you get a fanny pack at the end, you get to have your own map, you get to mark it however you, well, for the most part, however you want. Sometimes the map can be a little bit vague because you have the pixels and it's hard to determine without a guide like where certain areas would be open to being opened up to, if that makes any sense. Which is why I used a guide to help with the end game collectibles on my part. But for anything I discovered, any puzzles that I ran into, some of them are super easy, and some of them are just challenging enough where you can, if you just put your mind to it and keep trying and failing, you'll probably figure it out. There's a little bit of lore, not like Hollow Knight levels. That's a close approximation for me in terms of like game design and gameplay, kind of. But there's some lore and potential narrative elements to be extracted from here. But otherwise, you're dropped into this really interesting game, really cool environments. Sound design's great. The gameplay is responsive and fun. Just it's fun to play, and you get this like great sense of satisfaction, all the serotonin in the world from solving the puzzles as they come up. Yeah, I mean I can see why people would give this like perfect scores and near perfect scores. It's one of my favorite games of the year. It's weird because I don't see myself like in terms of replayability. I mean, once you get the collecting out of the way, or if you're showing a friend, sure, or if you're just like picking it up, playing it casually on Switch, then I guess there is playability and longevity, and if you just like enjoy playing the game. For me, once I get the platinum, I don't really see myself returning to this in the near future. I mean, maybe at some point in the far future, like maybe if like Big Mode puts out another game and I'm like, oh, it's a Big Mode game marathon, sure. But for me, I don't have like an immense craving or hankering to like start a new save file and replay this again. So, but I mean, all that being said, it's still a great experience. Highly recommend. Great to play through. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, this video isn't really a guide on how to get the ending. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but there's plenty of better like guide channels. Hell, I used a guide video and channel to like find out how to get the true ending of this game. So, yeah, I'm gonna get the last couple trophies, and then that'll be Dunzo City for me. But to anybody who watched my playthrough of Animal Well, I was completely blind. I figured it all out myself. It was super fun. Highly recommend the game. It's well worth it. Great first game by Big Mode, and congrats to oh, yeah, I was gonna go see his name, Billy Basso. Did a great job. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. Just stay tuned for the next episode of whatever I make next, or whatever I play next. And goodbye, travelers.